Hey there, Sunil here, and in this guide, we'll be going over how to acquire more customers for your SaaS using cold outbound. Now, developing your go to market strategy. A go to market strategy is a comprehensive plan that outlines how a company will introduce its product or service to the market and achieve competitive advantage. It involves a coordinated approach to marketing, sales, distribution, and customer support to ensure a successful product launch and sustained growth. The reason why you need a go to market strategy is because it provides a clear roadmap for how to introduce your product and service to the market, ensuring that all efforts are aligned and focused. If you do this successfully, you can acquire more customers, scale your startup or SaaS business, and accelerate further. Right? So let's talk about how to leverage cold outbound in your go-to-market strategy, your GTM strategy. You can use cold outbound to conduct market research, or you can also use it as a process to develop new sales pipeline of interested buyers for your product through booking more qualified demos, things like that every single day. You can do both at the same time, or you can do one at a single time. It's up to you. Now, why cold outbound in the first place? Attention is equal to the traffic that pays attention to your offer. That actually gives a crap long enough for them to check out what you do by scanning information from your landing page, email, or DM. In ads, we call this the click-through rate, right? Which is the percentage of how many people clicked on an ad or link out of all the people who saw that ad or link. Why am I even talking about this, right? Because paid ads is also it's an attractive option that's out there, right? It sounds like a really attractive option for acquiring product market fit and getting more customers, but here are some challenges that you'd have at the moment. Challenge number one is if you're in your early stages, that means that you have no service market fit that is proven. What you offer has a very low probability at the moment of sticking and resonating in your ideal client profile's minds. The reason for that is because there's no previous data behind any interest that's generated. Challenge number two is ads are relatively expensive compared to cold outbound. You need to spend a couple hundred thousands of dollars, at least a couple hundred thousands of dollars even, to find out any resonance. If there's an off chance that what you offer is not something that your client wants, right, your client profile wants, then shit, you just wasted all them dollars that you spent as part of your ad budget. Challenge number three is creating ad creatives that actually resonate with your audience. That would be a costly game of theories and probabilities if you don't have enough product market fit that is proven. You need a much more cost-effective method of collecting data that bypasses all these challenges, which is where cold outbound comes in. Now, leveraging cold outbound for market research. You can validate if your product has good enough product market fit or not using cold outbound. What it means is basically you finding out whether the market, that is your ideal client profile, really wants what you sell or not. For that, you need to generate attention towards your offer and then see if people are interested. Find out how much or if any interest was generated at all. Cold outbound done at scale, leveraging automations, is the fastest and cheapest method of attaining product market fit. Right? Usually, when people do market research, this is how they do it. Right? It's a one-by-one approach. You have to go and talk to people on a one-by-one manual basis, without any automations. So this is if you were not using any automations. It could be this, if you did leverage automations, right? You can reach out to thousands at scale. And, worst case, there's no product market fit. You burn a few $100s. Best case, you make tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars, provided you are able to sign on deals. Now, setting up a cold market research campaign. Now, the next upcoming question will be, how do we go about setting up a campaign, a cold outbound campaign that's dedicated to market research, right? The way we do that is through creating a cold market research campaign. That's what I like to call it, We are basically running cold outbound campaigns with the purpose of acquiring insights into the market at scale. We can have our ICP just fill out surveys or answer questions straight up in email, or have them just book a call for a quick 10 to 15 minute interview where we ask them in-depth questions. Now, what needs to be kept in mind? So, who are we targeting? How are we building the list of people who we want to target, that is our ICP? How do we structure our messaging to make the ask easier? What is the copy that we're going to be using? How are we going to introduce ourselves? How do we make it easy for them to say yes to a CDA? What is the call to action? Do they just fill out surveys or answer questions straight up in email, or do you have them book a call for a quick 10 to 15 interview where we ask them in-depth questions? What's exactly the process here? Now, also, how do we set up our infrastructure? How are we going to set up our infrastructure so that we can reach out to thousands of people at scale? These are all things that you need to keep in mind when it comes to creating your campaign, targeting, messaging, CTA, and infrastructure. Now, here's an actionable guide to setting up your cold outbound system. Here are the steps to follow, right? Step 1, create a list of 5,000 to 10,000 people in your ICP. Step 2, create multiple variants of copy that you can test based on that. Use an automated system, this is step 3, for cold outreach such as smartly.ai. And then send out the DM and email copy to your lead list of 5,000 to 10,000. If you're using an automated system for cold outreach such as smartly.ai, then that means you'll be primarily leveraging cold email. So, it would be mainly email then. And then after you do your outreach, you just acquire data. Now, leveraging cold outbound to acquire new customers. This is what you're probably here for. Cold outbound done at scale, leveraging automations and AI personalizations to introduce relevancy in your outreach is the fastest and cheapest method to book a shit ton of meetings, right? And meetings mean demos, and also close a shit ton of deals as well. You're going to be following the same action steps as before, but here you're going to be having a heavy emphasis on generating new demos and close deals. Let's talk about creating your marketing campaign. Cold outbound, it's a form of marketing, make no mistake. And marketing requires you to create campaigns. Here's the first audit that you need to do. You need to find out what your TAM is. If it's above 15K, you have more room. You can create a more direct response, paid ad style marketing campaign. If it's below 15K, then that means you have to create extremely personalized campaigns. No other choice, because you don't have a large volume of people that you can work with. Now, here at Deal Acquisition Ventures, here's what we recommend, right? Go fully personalized. Don't do anything else. Go fully personalized. That way you can maximize the results that you can generate. Now, going fully personalized. Why do we do this? Simple, generic, cold emails are not the way to go anymore, right? Because everyone's seen it, everyone's heard it, and everyone's bored of it. Relevant messaging is important, very important in fact, especially if you're dealing with executives in the B2B industry such as CEOs and so on. They're more sophisticated buyers. You do not treat them like dummies. Creating dumb messaging that doesn't strike a chord with them is foolish. This is how a script back in the day used to look like. This is something that I would highly suggest that you ignore, meaning you avoid. Hey, first name, thought that you run company name, incredible stuff. What we do is we help you run Facebook ads for your company, e-com company or whatever. The whole value service, value proposition. Can we hop on a call to discuss more about how we can help your business? Hey, we have a software that can, we have a software. This is what company does, XYZ company. This is what we do here at XYZ company. Blah, blah, blah. Our mission is this, that, company BS. They write campaigns like this and then they expect a lot of positive replies. It sounds robotic, right? How do you expect it to perform? Can we hop on a call to discuss more about how we can help your business? Best regards, person name, company name, you know, generic signature. While the script is not wholly or totally bad, it has a very low conversion rate. The reason being, there's no personalization. Also, there's no relevancy added in the email, meaning a reason that caused you to reach out. And the offer is weak as fuck. Facebook ads, you're just detailing the service. Or when it comes to SaaS product, it's like XYZ company or XYZ product does this. Boom. It's not really personalized. How can we change this? Hey, first name. Saw that you're hiring for a job title. Seems like you're offering a salary of minimum salary to maximum salary range that they're offering. Also saw that you're looking for KPIs from that person. KPIs that they've listed on the job, such as number of generated SQLs and MQLs. What our product can do is we can help you drive similar or better outcomes at a fraction of that cost that you'd be otherwise spending on payroll through our XYZ SaaS product. In fact, we recently helped one of our partners add an additional 251K in sales pipeline in a month using our tool. Would you be open to exploring more on this? Now, this is not the world's best copy. I understand there could be room for improvement, but this would significantly outperform the previous copy, right? Where you say, can we hop on a call? I do Facebook ads. Now, again, why is this better? It's way more relevant. Because the trigger that you're using is you're reaching out to companies that are hiring for a sales guy, right, a salesperson. That it also has highly personalized information that shows that we did our research. You're pulling the data from sources such as job descriptions and things like that. That's how we will be able to get this data, KPIs and things like that. Now, also, it states how we can help them in a clear and articulate manner. As you can see, the value proposition, and then that is social proof, right? Where we state that we recently helped one of our partners add an additional 251K in sales pipeline in a month using our systems. And there's a sort of CTA. Would you be open to exploring more on this? That's why this has a higher probability of producing better results, right? So with that in mind, how do you actually determine and find out and know if your campaigns are running successfully? You do that by reviewing these metrics. Overall reply rate, that should be around 4 to 5%. A positive reply rate, that is out of the overall reply rate, how many people reply positively, right? What's the percentage? What is the rate on that? It should be at least around 0.5% of total email sent. And here is the meeting booking rate, right? It should be around 40 to 50%, meaning how many positive replies actually turn into real book calls. If your campaigns are seeing these rates, then you are running a successful campaign. Above these metrics means it's great. Below these metrics means you gotta diagnose the key issue. So that's how you do your audits, and that's how you test, iterate, and improve. So the summary here is you basically create cold outbound campaigns to validate product market fit and then drive more sales while generating more demos, and they're closing more demos via those book calls. If you want me to walk you through a custom GTM blueprint for your startup, then click the link below in the video description to book a call with me. With that being said, I hope you have a great day, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Thank you.